What is up, everybody? It's ADB95, and I got FabTheZen here with me.
Hey guys.
We're here for another game of Group A. We're slowly catching up to the others. We got JackZ versus OvenGlove. The first map we're going to be playing in is Over the Top. JackZ is going with Grenadier, Medic, Sapper, Paratrooper, and Sapper again. And as we wait for JackZ to move to OvenGlove, we can say that OvenGlove has actually played 3 games so far. He has lost all of them. But he's going for Paratrooper, Medic, Paratrooper, Grenadier, and Scout. So this is actually his last chance to, get some points on the leaderboard. He won't be able to make it out of the playoffs no matter what. But JackZ, on the other hand, after the defeat in the Italian Derby with my co-host tonight, FabTheZen, will have
Indeed.
to...
Very close moment, I just saying.
Yeah,
I still feel lucky. Yeah,
it was entertaining to commentate that. It's been so long since we had the pleasure to commentate in Italian.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed the Italian commentary as well, by the way. Really entertaining.
Already watched this. It came out at the time of the recording, it came out 2 hours ago.
I was there. I needed to watch it as soon as possible.
Okay, fair enough. But in the meantime, Over the Top, OvenGlove goes first on Over the Top. I was gonna say Over the Top goes first on OvenGlove. That wouldn't have been very good.
No.
That was a little bit of a immediate pause for a lag spike. That's gonna hit the wall.
Oh no! Gosh, very unlucky.
He did say that out of the maps of tonight, OvenGlove did say that out of the maps of tonight, the only one he knows is Ice Flow.
Ooh.
I guess it's fair enough that he didn't get to practice, both because, well, one can also be busy in real life, and because OvenGlove is just playing for fun at this moment.
That is fair, and also consider that he just played against Crypto, not too long ago. Actually, he was able to finish that godforsaken game.
Yeah, it's been
unlucky.
1 week between game 1 and game 2.
Week. Exactly.
Yeah, that beats the record of Axpy versus me in the very first Hogs League. We had the first game in Tuesday, and we stopped mid game 2, and we couldn't continue until Saturday.
Yeah, at this point we're making these games kinda. They're putting chess games under a shame spotlight because
basically, yeah,
we can take longer. Things can take longer. And but OvenGlove has been a real good sport with all the technical difficulties and stuff. Kudos to him for the patience, if not for everything else, to be honest.
So JackZ is starting immediately with a Grenadier. He took another a cluster on the other Grenadier. He took an 80 out of him, if I saw that correctly. But then comes the Orderly here to tranquilize. Although there's another Orderly right in here for the
getting in
team.
the mist.
Yeah. I wonder if he'll have the time to both heal and tranquilize. To be honest, either would be fine, even if without the other one, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. At this point, he gets to nullify the trank shot there.
Yeah, and with 16 seconds on the clock, it very much looks like he will get the trank out. At this point, although, I would actually consider tranquilizing the Grenadier instead of the Medic.
From OvenGlove?
Yeah.
From JackZ.
Yeah, from JackZ. But because at this point, the Medic has already had his turn.
No, don't take that.
Is that a bazooka?
It is. Oh,
he's just going up.
He's going up. Okay.
Because, the Medic has just taken his turn. It would be a good idea to just avoid the Grenadier's turn completely, even at the cost of giving up the MOMA.
The MOMA. It makes sense. Yeah.
And we had one of these. This is one of the least favorite maps of every player, by the way. And it's mostly because it supposedly gives a high ground advantage to Port 2, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
But also because this is the map where, for some reason, slippery tiles are extremely similar to normal ones. So it's very easy to know where you can walk and where you cannot.
Yeah, I did a couple practice rounds with JackZ on this map, and I personally slipped on a tile that just looked fine. It didn't look any different from the normal, you know,
I guess the thought
walkable
process was that this is mission 16.
Yeah, that one on the right.
I guess the thought process was that this is mission 16, so probably people are gonna know it. But it looks like we were wrong, and people do not know it that much. Which is fair enough, of course.
Yeah, to be honest, I think once you play on it a little bit, the maze factor of this map kind of wears off. Although, yeah, as you noted in the previous game, having 45 seconds of walk time, it kind of makes the map much easy to traverse, which can be not necessarily a good thing. But...
So we had JackZ over there trying to put two pigs close together with a TNT, but not really getting it. And now OvenGlove, ooh, that's a lot of knockback. I think it did about the same amount of damage as the cluster from the yellow team.
Yeah, I think so. I've seen the similar numbers. That's a jetpack.
That's a mortar. That's mortars.
Yeah, I haven't learned, but I tend to not pick any crates as a. But as just
completely leaving that paratrooper over there. Like he just left him. Maybe he wants to focus on the grenadier.
Yeah, seems like he's migrating at this point. And yeah,
let's see.
Look exactly what you said.
Do you remember how much was that grenadier on?
80 something.
So he took a 20 on this, so this is not gonna kill him either way.
I don't think so. Oh, never mind.
40. What?
60. Oh, it survives with 3 HP.
He's got 3 now.
My bad. So it was at 60. Sorry, 80.
I completely missed where the other 20 came from, but whatever. So we got Sushi. Oh, that's right, because he took 80, then was healed for 20, then he had to be 60. That was.
Oh yeah, the heal. Yeah. Right, I forgot about the heal. All right.
This is, I think, the only scout of the game. I don't think JackZ doesn't have one. And we're seeing some poison. I think in recent games we haven't seen any of it.
Yeah, I agree. I tend to avoid scout gaming for a simple reason, which is it is hard to pull off. It needs practice, in my opinion. It needs for you to know what you're doing. So it's always nice to see someone with the confidence, to do this. I think other than packets and Crypto has brought a lot of scouts in his games, but yeah, they're not quite as frequent.
Oh, he's trying again. He's trying again to get them close together, and I think this TNT will have a much better luck at it. Although he's gonna hit himself a little bit.
Oh no. Okay.
A little bit of lag spike.
I feel like JackZ is having exactly.
Ooh, but he gets to move right away.
I wonder if JackZ is letting his guard down a little bit because he thinks that OvenGlove is not giving the 100, his 100%. Which
I actually do not. Yeah. I actually think that JackZ doesn't even know that that OvenGlove is out of the tournament yet. Already, I mean, because the game with Crypto still hasn't come out at the time of recording, so they don't. He doesn't know the result.
Right, exactly. We have told, Crypto and OvenGlove after the game, just, for the sake of... I didn't tell them explicitly. I just let them know the situation beforehand.
Yeah.
If Crypto won... right.
Oof, but Grenadier takes another turn. He's on 34, and...
This might be huge.
Yep. The problem is, he cannot hit the medic. The Grenadier slide down when he took... Oh, yeah. So he might as well do this right now.
He's only at 20, I think? No, we said 3 HP, sorry, 3 HP.
Yeah, he's at 3.
But it's gonna be so hard to to do everything at once. I would just let that guy. No, I would just let that guy go and use the grenade.
Yeah, this is a mistake for me because the Grenadier.
It's not the next one, yeah.
No, it's not. He's not. He will take a little bit to take his turn. So there was another pig that could have done this job, and
now OvenGlove has to.
Like him, for example.
Exactly. Yeah.
Although,
right now.
You can say that JackZ has pretty much taken control of this angle, of this corner of the map.
Oh yeah. It's a yellow corner now.
Yep. As long as it's not a yellow submarine. I'm just joking. Aiming it down, that might be a little risky with that angle. Okay.
No, I guess the right one.
And like you said before, this guy is now completely alone. He's like, where is everybody?
He's been left all by himself. To be honest, I would take advantage of that. Paras can have, with a little bit of space, they can pull off some mean bazookas.
We saw that your tactic in JackZ's game was pretty much to make paratroopers unreachable for the sappers. That was pretty nice.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Once you get a little bit comfortable with the bazookas, I feel like it's not impossible to, Basically, what I mean is not having the line of sight with the enemy can be a big advantage. But
there's the first kill of the game, and it's from OvenGlove. One of the sappers is down. It's not often you see a sapper taken down first, but
yeah, the beefy boys usually get, stay in for longer and don't even get targeted for that reason.
Look at this positioning. I didn't even notice that one. Oh,
will JackZ take advantage of this?
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah. You gotta put it in a way that deals at least 44. I think he's all right.
Could be 40.
My guess would be 45 or 46. He seems close enough to me. 47.
Oh, okay, nice.
He got it. So immediately ties the kill. Oh, this guy's also on 55. When did he take that much damage? So JackZ is actually doing his work. Although
he's working his numbers.
Yeah. It seemed like OvenGlove was playing a little bit smoother, but JackZ is keeping his damage count higher.
Yeah, exactly. It's making every one of his turns count.
Now, OvenGlove seems like he wants to work with that sapper's poison, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Gotta dish out all he can before too late.
So now that this side of the map is taken, JackZ is probably going to move. Oh, he knows he can climb here.
Very good. He learned from the practice there.
Ooh, there's a crate right there. Was it there before?
Yeah, it's always been there.
You could try to destroy it. I would go for the bazooka, to be honest. I don't have that much confidence, although it's a low distance shot. It could work anyway.
If he does it that way, it looks good to me personally.
You know what I would do? I would have lined myself up so if I overshot it, it would hit the scout.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That
looks perfect.
Pretty good.
It might even get okay. Oh, it got 20.
38 and sent 27 on the paratrooper plus the 20 on a scout. That was a beautiful mortar from JackZ, although not perfect in the distance. It definitely did the numbers it wanted. And wow, that is pretty bad for
what a lineup
for OvenGlove, yeah. You could kill either of those with a high explosive. They're both low 60, although
I wouldn't go for both though. That's very dangerous.
Well, you wouldn't go for the scout because he's next to your sapper, which is also poison. So.
Oh, that's okay.
Gets the kill. I think that's more important than the self damage here.
Yeah, for sure.
So oh yeah, he's on 35 because he took the 20 from the mortar.
Yeah, can be very important to go from over 50 to below 40.
Well,
number-wise.
It is also important to go below 50 when you have a sapper, but still, yeah.
Exactly.
40 is kind of you know, the number where everyone considers, like, when you're below 40, they consider it to be dangerous.
Exactly. Most classes have a, you know, weapon that can dish 40 damage, although not heavy.
True. Yeah, every
Below
class.
30.
I think every class has a weapon that can do 40.
Yeah, as a stock weapon, yes, but you know, if you have a sapper and you're out of TNTs,
that
then...
is a long distance heal if I ever saw one.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll have enough time to shoot.
What? Just to save some time. That's a speedrun move, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I appreciated that. I don't think he'll have enough time anyway. I think I would have gone for the Trank on the Paratrooper. Oh wait, no. He would have been able to heal.
No, yeah, exactly.
Ooh. Maybe you'll try it.
Don't try. Oh, he does.
Oh, that was
wasted.
That was pretty good though.
Yeah, I gotta give him kudos for. Can I say the balls?
Yeah,
it was a ballsy move. Okay, thank you.
That's
there. Oh, and all of a sudden, this medic is looking a little bit beefier. Although doesn't have much.
When you have only 2 pigs and a medic, you're gonna have to use your tranquilizers in a smart way. And I would have no. You can't climb there.
No, the other side.
Yeah, you can't climb there. That's a crucial turn here. That OvenGlove is not gonna get to get the tranquilizer out.
Oh, he keeps doing this. I've just recently seen his key. Oh, what?
Oh
okay,
no, that's an AI self-hit right there. Mission.
Yeah, like in mission 18?
Mission 21 self-hit right there. So I was gonna say that tranquilizer was pretty important because he was right in not tranquilizing the medic because he had just got his turn and he was out of tranquilizer, so he was not a threat anymore.
Right.
So getting that trank on somebody else would have been important. And Jack slips again. I think he hits himself again. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I would blame the lag for that, but...
Yeah, so me.
No, I mean they should know to tell us if there is some.
Yeah, I know, but it's
issues.
just I'm a little upset at my connection. I last year in Hogs League, like people used to tell me that I was the most stable host, and now it's every time it's some kind of problem.
What happened, ADB? What happened to the good old times?
I know. This game has been pretty smooth so far, so at least that.
Yeah, I think so. Perhaps it's just a little bit of emotion from JackZ.
From your computer, from my computer? He's just a little emotional. He's just lagging a little bit.
The connection is
that
like...
mental images was just perfect. So, while we were talking shit here... Yeah, JackZ
is beating, I don't want to say a dead horse, but he's beating OvenGlove.
He's beating it pretty bad because he could actually end it here.
Okay, doing the little
doing the pause lag. You could actually end it here. That medic was dead with that 20 there, and the scout has 35.
But will he never mind, yeah, of course he will find.
And he does know that. He has learned from the Machetinos final, and he goes for the 40. Doesn't care about killing himself. He does not want to get the blimp.
No, yeah, exactly. I heard him say that. He was afraid of hitting the blimp with that self-hit.
But that's a triple kill actually, because he killed himself as well.
Indeed. And the boots with
will celebrate.
Indeed, the boots with the crate. Very important.
The boots celebrate with Feng Shui and Sushi, if I saw that correctly. But JackZ takes game 1 on Oven the top. Over the top.
I don't think so. Over the top.
Thankfully, this game is over. We're gonna see you in the next one.
See you soon.
And we're back for Pitch Invasion. And like I said to the guys before the game started, it seems like everybody and their mama had played Pitch Invasion at one point in the Grunt League. So it's been a while, though.
I can confirm. Yeah, it's been at least a couple of weeks, I guess.
Yeah, and JackZ is rocking the double para here, with a Grenadier, a Medic, and a Sapper in 5th that you don't see very often. Well, OvenGlove is doing a pretty standard lineup. Paratrooper, then Grenadier Medic, and Double Sapper. Now JackZ will have to go first. So actually this game, yes, it is important for JackZ, because if he gets the 6 points winning this one, that means that he will get to play the most crucial game with bogus to gain access to the playoffs. But the situation is a bit more complicated with that, because there's technically even crypto involved here. He could beat bogus, which would mean that all three of them could still qualify. We'll get a clearer picture after the next game, actually.
Yeah, exactly. Crypto has to play his most important.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the JackZ had to go first. I guess either the pause button wasn't working for OvenGlove, or maybe he just...
Oh, could be. Because you have... I know OvenGlove is playing with the keyboard, so there might be
he's
some
playing
issues.
with the keyboard, and he has... I did try it before. Coincidentally. He uses tab for pause.
Yeah.
And I tried it myself, and it works. So I don't know. Maybe he just panicked.
Right.
So, the Grenadier is getting over the field, and he's looking for the pig with the same uniform, but with a different color.
Yeah, his same rank is a rank mate, I guess.
Oh yes, thank you for making up that word. I looked for that word for ages. Every time I want to say that, and I don't. Rank mate. Okay, I'll write it down.
You're very welcome. I just made it up, so no guarantee that it's actually a real word, but you're welcome.
It doesn't matter. We made up MoMA. What else? And we can make that as well.
Right? Yeah, I don't know.
That's very risky, but he did get it.
That's a Herb Derp style type of jetpack. I've only seen him do the kind of like special arc. Yeah, and Levo also, but...
yeah.
Let's say I think Herb Derp knows a little bit better. Like it showed me an actual like real use case scenario. Like for me, it didn't make sense to ever angle the jetpack, but this makes sense.
Well, seems like OvenGlove is doing it pretty well, and he will just be able to
look at
out that pretty good shot.
Great. It's a great shot. It's a 60. It's even more.
No, 60.
Or 60.
Full 60.
I would say that's a brilliant first turn from OvenGlove here.
Brilliant first turn. He did take both of the weapon crates, so...
That is a very bold move, I like that. It's the most, he's taken away the most firepower.
So
now it's all
could
about
be
the luck.
Very unlucky here, but also very lucky. It seems like he's got a 10 on the first one, but remember that... he doesn't even want the other one.
I don't need your health.
Yeah, makes sense. He just wants the Grenadier to be out of the way, and
he's gonna get it.
Again, well, it's not guaranteed, but that's a full 40, a 12 that honestly doesn't matter.
I know, I told you, I have bet my bacon on this boy.
Yep.
JackZ knows what he's doing. I mean, what I mean is, I've seen him have a pretty, he's pretty confident and comfortable with his mechanical skills, which...
That is something I've never seen before, a body block resulting in the body blocked pig tranquilizing the body blocker. Oh no, again!
No.
Oh no, the poor OvenGlove has forgotten about the medic again.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit of, larger awareness of your surroundings, and especially of the turns, which pig comes first, which pig, because...
Which JackZ did.
Sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to say, JackZ did, because he just went straight for the Grenadier with that bazooka, knowing that he was next.
Exactly. And I mean, this move would have made sense from OvenGlove if the Grenadier was, as usual, the second in line after the medic.
Yeah, but he had just taken his turn.
Oh.
Unfortunately, when you have your medic first, and the other medic is right next after him, yes, you do get the MoMA, but you kinda have to do it. Because any other tranquilized pig would immediately get healed.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it is good to get the MoMA sometimes, but it's also kind of a curse, if you ask me.
Yeah, I 100% agree. In fact, I don't wanna, give out my cards too much here, but I usually tend to leave the MoMA as the last resort. I don't like to play MoMA first.
I say that. I say that as well. I like to prioritize other things and leave the MoMA to my opponent. Most of the time, at least.
Such is the way of the Grenadier.
Oh, that's right. JackZ had another paratrooper, so now of course he didn't go for the second crate. He's just going to do it now. He gets a 20 out of it.
Yeah, pretty fair. Now I guess he just dish out some damage.
Yep, and he's going to stay up there like you did.
Pretty good shot.
39.
Yeah, that's a very good place to be because, you know, high ground gives you, I don't want to say immunity from TNTs, but
that's basically kind of the whole thing around Angurio's playstyle. He always says that since he's so confident with the heavy weapons, he can basically place himself whenever he wants, wherever he wants, and that is a huge advantage because positioning is important.
I do agree 100% on that. It's like unlocking the final Master Zen ability, you know. You're everywhere, and
you're everywhere and anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So OvenGlove, we saw that he tried to get two pigs close together with a TNT, but the blast radius was a bit too much, and I would say JackZ doesn't have to forget about that paratrooper that's up there, because he still has 5 air bursts. That's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, and he's at... oh, yeah, exactly.
But it looks like Fab doesn't... not Fab. JackZ doesn't like sappers. He's just going for them.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's fair. As long as you focus one pig, I would say it does make sense.
Yeah.
But...
Gets him to 61 and to say hello to the paratrooper up there.
Just give him a little high five from there.
And OvenGlove is just gonna maybe return the favor and make the paratrooper go down and say hello to the other guy.
I don't know. I would go ahead and call this a mistake, leaving the high ground, but we'll see.
It depends on what he does. It depends on what he does, because if he's doing what I think he's doing, that's pretty smart. He's gonna get the medic close to the other guy with a jetpack.
Ooh, okay.
The medic is now on 20, if I remember.
Indeed,
and now by aiming the paratrooper, you can do a lot of damage to one and kill the other.
Okay, that was a
little bit undershot, but that's probably what the intention was. So I would say he did a good thing in coming down.
Yeah, his plan came to fruition.
Yeah,
it's a full HP Grenadier still alive. What the hell?
Yeah, that we did not even notice, but not only the mistake of OvenGlove of forgetting the medic caused him to get moment, but he also low-key protected the Grenadier of JackZ.
Yeah, oh, you're right.
Because
basically, you don't want to body block a Grenadier, you know.
Yeah, he gave out a body block to JackZ, basically.
Exactly.
And, be careful about this one, because if you hit the exactly on the head with a jetpack, there's a chance that the blast radius might reach you.
Blast radius,
yeah.
Another neologism made in Grunt League.
That's why, honestly, I always drift a little bit to the side before firing with the jetpack. I don't want to hit exactly on top of the pig.
Yeah, I've seen that from other players. They do, you know, they don't go front, they go sideways.
Exactly. But to be fair, those were two pretty good jetpacks. He killed the medic. He got a 39 on the sapper, was it?
Yes.
I think so, yeah. So JackZ is on fire tonight.
Yeah. You can say that loud.
I won't, because they will kick me out of the house.
I mean, fair. So right now is a 4v3 situation, right?
But until the Grenadier is out of the game, I think we can say that JackZ is in a pretty good advantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's taking care of him now. The thing got destroyed. which means that Ninja is coming down, 1, and 2, a jetpack is coming down.
Yeah, I wonder if OvenGlove knew about this. I don't think it was even intentional.
Yeah, the TNT was definitely too far away to be intentional.
To be honest, it just gives even more tools in Jack's pocket, so...
Yeah, it's kind of a weird mechanic where if you hit the thing too hard, you accidentally give a jetpack to your enemy.
Yeah, basically. In fact, I suppose one of the theories, one of the strategies in this map is kind of like hugging those pillars, so you don't get... so you might get a bonus jetpack in your turn.
That is the thing, I don't think I've ever seen many people just staying up there when playing Pitch Invasion. That was another pretty good hit. Although, there's still that little bit of self-damage that, like we said previously, like in other games as well, seems to be pretty consistent.
Yeah. In the Grunt League, I've seen that quite often. They just have to polish their shots a little bit to remove that.
I guess they would need to learn the minimum distance that you need to put yourself in
exactly.
a bazooka. But I will say that there's also been a gigantic improvement of people who get full 40s on bazookas.
Yeah, I am so glad, to be honest, to, having seen much more bazooka play, because, bazooka is a very fun weapon, rather than, if the game becomes, in my opinion, it becomes a little too stale with, precision shots, like, sniper rifle, TNTs, but, yeah.
Well, scouts are a tactical class.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you're talking about the class that makes it boring for me, it would be sappers. And
fair.
Think about, now we have shrapnels, which spice things up a little bit. Before that, shrapnels were basically a coin toss, and it was just, it was just him. He's good because he has TNTs. Period.
Exactly. It was the, as some players pull it, the TNT guy.
Oh yeah. We do love that Pecky's was the one that started this trend of just calling the sappers TNTs. Yeah. I absolutely love it.
Identifying the human with the tool, or well, in this case, the pig with the tool. The figure of speech. I don't know the term, I'm sorry, but Monty will know, because he's an expert in this.
I don't know what I would do here. Yeah, the kill sounds fair, but I would use the air bursts if I was this guy.
Yeah, and the angle...
No, go ahead.
No, it just doesn't look good for, an extra 20 there. The angle didn't look good.
Yeah, although, I will say, when you're deciding between something you picked up and something that was a default on your arsenal, I would say it's better to use the default, because if you get killed, somebody else can pick the pickup.
Oh, yeah, because you can pick it at your turn.
Unless there's poison involved, which means that you can actually be stolen, the pickup. But that's another thing.
No, so yeah, I think you did, it's important to point out.
Yeah. And
something you can play with.
Looks like the Grenadier is being crucial again, because he just brought this sapper down to 24 from 111. And looks like OvenGlove's forces are dwindling down very quick.
Yeah. There doesn't seem to be much to be done yet.
If he still had a jetpack, he could get the kill on this Grenadier, and I think it would actually be a 2v2 if he did. But and remember,
sure.
The paratrooper still has a ton of the paratrooper. That's a sapper.
The sapper is the air bursts?
Yes, he took them. He took them.
Right.
He's out of TNTs, but he's got like 4 air bursts, which, It
was a change from his career.
Yeah.
He decided to go with air bursts. Oh, and there he goes.
And that sapper is now alone on the battlefield versus 3 enemy pigs. Oof, Ninja's still on 137.
Yeah, quickly turning.
Body block. Yeah, that's
okay.
I don't think I've ever seen OvenGlove do the body block strat on a disadvantage situation. It's always a good idea to do it.
Could be, but I gotta say,
pretty good shot.
Ooh,
that's a ton of damage.
It's a 79 if I did my maths correctly.
Ooh, no, you gotta use that jetpack. You gotta use that jetpack now.
Yeah, also the... I think he heard you.
No.
Oh,
I was gonna say, not again. Not this again, please.
JackZ is kind of like... like the shining ability, I don't know how it's called, but...
Because, I honestly thought the blue sapper was on more health. If it was on more health, I would actually be worried if I was on JackZ's boots right now.
Yeah.
But a 41 is pretty safe.
Indeed.
The Grenadier is going to be next, so you have to kill him now. And
oh no.
he could get a kill. He would need an as good shot as before. That was a 70, by the way.
So, yeah, exactly.
In the other one.
And this looks very decent as well. I mean, OvenGlove knows
40,
his way
42.
with the bazookas.
Yeah, he does. Although I think this will finish the game, because as we've seen, it looks like everybody that plays in yellow is not afraid to hit his own pigs when it seems to be. I think you know who I'm referring to.
I know. a certain jetpack maniac, of course.
And he won't even get the kill on himself this time. He will survive with, that's pretty funny actually, 3 low health pigs. 17,
Indeed.
20, and 20 something, I think.
Let's see.
25,
yeah, 25. Whoa.
So it doesn't even add up to 65 HP. But
Right.
JackZ takes game 2, wins the game and gets the 6 points. Unfortunately, that's the end of Grunt League for OvenGlove. He didn't manage to get a win on the battlefield yet. Last year, he technically finished on 4 points, but there was 1 draw, 1 loss, and 1 win by forfeit. So he's still missing a win, an actual win, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But I think he's been at least dishing out some good damage. And yeah, he has to have to be a little bit more aware of the surroundings and stuff like that. But...
And I mean, the guy is a good sport, so I think he's willing to try again in the next tournament. So, but for the meantime, we'll see you guys in the next match from ADB95 and FabTheZen. That's all.
See ya.
That was a very weird outro. Okay.